Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome to a preview of Dimension Drive. This is Justin Masson from Nintendo Dads. We are going to jump right into this game. This game is brought to us by Two Awesome Studio. Big thanks to them for providing us this review copy. Very excited to play this game, and I am going to be honest with you right now, everyone who's listening. This is not the first time that I have played Dimension Drive. Not even first time for this recording. I actually had the opportunity to play Dimension Drive when I was over at EGX in Birmingham this year. The developer was there, got hands-on with it, and I thought this was such a cool concept of a game, and I was so excited for it. So I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna watch some amazing opening cinematics. All right, so I'm gonna shut up now. It reminds me very much, sorry I'm back, I couldn't shut up long. Reminds me very much of like Battlestar Galactica's opening scene, which is so cool. I love me some space sci-fi stuff and content, so this is right up my alley. Twin stick shooter, not usually a game that I'm huge into, but this one really caught my attention. Kind of like Rive really caught my attention as a twin stick shooter. We've got some great script and dialogue going on here as well. We're jumping to our play options. There is actually a campaign and a co-op campaign, which is a very cool option. I'm going to jump to a fresh file for you. As you've seen, I've already been playing a little bit of it as well. We're going to start off with world 1. We're going to play a couple actions, I guess, quests within here as well. We're talking about here the new ability to Dimension Drive, which is the ability to jump back and forth, basically left to right of the screen, which provides some really cool opportunities and gameplay elements. So let's we had some more cutscenes. I'm going to shut up and I'll come back in a second. All right.
The known universe, an endless tangle of unending dimensions where past, present, and future turn into each other. Millennia ago, a race took up arms against all the others. The Asagels. Violence and bloodthirst. The Asagels waged a total war for universal control. Having mastered FTL travel, the Asagels conquered thousands of civilizations. Galaxy after galaxy fell to the Asagel Empire. And within mere centuries,
I very much like this kind of art style, this kind of hand-drawn, not really anime, almost Western anime, I guess, ish kind of visual art style. Kind of faded colors, very cool, I like that.
Driven by relentless warmongering, his scientists developed something marvelous and terrifying.
Hooded, scary space aliens is always a worrisome thing.
The devices that made it possible were known as Dimension Drives. Equipped with Dimension Drives, Nee's fleet rampaged across the infinite dimensions. Nee's finally had the endless war he craved. Every newly discovered universe fell under the power of the Dimension Drives. The Asagels remained undefeated. The dimensional wars could have lasted for eternity. Hadn't it been for the Manticore,
here we are being introduced to our ship.
Starship capable of dimensional
jumping capability.
The Manticore is the ultimate combat ship.
Kind of cool look to it, I like it.
Its power. It's the last hope of the universe.
Very cool
the only
design
chance
for a
of
spaceship.
Stopping the dimensional wars.
And of course, we are now introduced to
everything
our
that stands between Nee's and his eternal wars.
that kind of floting Viera device reminds me very much of like
I'm the last survivor
Destiny's
of
kind of thing. And then here is our protagonist, right? Our hero, Jacqueline. So it's very cool. Reminds me very much of the space, bounty hunter female protagonist of Metroid, which is not a bad thing at all. So let's make those comparisons. That's pretty awesome. Some backstory. I like this. This is a very cool single frame storytelling through almost very comic strip single frame. So I like that. That's very cool. Voiceover here is really quite tremendous as well. I'm really enjoying that. Good quality voiceover. I think that can really ruin a game if it's not great quality, and they did a great job here. Alright, so let's start talking about our controls here. So we are playing this, I'm playing this currently on the Pro Controller. We have two options, our fire and our switch. And this is switching sides of the screen. So as we can see, we have a left and a right. Left is where I currently am as the vehicle. As a spaceship, I'm obviously destroying my enemies. And then you can, by hitting the switch, you jump to the other side of the screen. So we're seeing me jump back and forth right here. Getting that ability. Taking some fire, taking some damage. But we're doing alright. So this is part of the concept that I really rather enjoyed, was this, you know, you kind of got to be watching almost both sides at the same time, especially when you're wanting to jump. Now we're hitting some checkpoints, so that's great. I think sometimes in games like this, they're relentless. If you fail, you have to start from the beginning. It's very difficult. My experience with this has been there's a good amount of checkpoints, so that's always a good progression system. Alright, so we're finding our way through here. Now they've got collectibles for us. There's a shield, so I gotta jump over there. There we go, got the shield. Got some enemies, so I'm gonna stay on this side. There we go. Got another weapon. So obviously shields and weapons are great upgrades with twin stick shooters. I like this. I flipped over the back side, the right hand side, because I didn't want to get that laser beam, but look at that. Taking some enemies on this side. And I want to get that block, so I need to jump over there, grab the block, jump out, and nope, dead. Okay. So a little bit of precision. So you've really got to kind of watch where you are, and then where you're going to kind of jump to, obviously, because if you jump into rocks or debris, you can potentially die. So that's a challenge. I think this is the cool concept part of it. I really like this. I don't really think there's a game that's doing anything like this right now, especially on the Switch. Such a great platform to be able to do that on as well. Can we grab this, our block? Great, okay, we're in a boss fight. So this is kind of cool, we get a little bit of information about the boss. This is the Blade Destroyer, so we get some quick information on it. Okay, we're going to come over here and grab weapon, jump back over to the other hand side, get a shield. We are good to go. Alright, so let's see how this boss fight goes. Oh, okay, jump. Oh, okay. So this is interesting when we've got to kind of jump. Oh, I did not jump quick enough there. To avoid the swaying laser beams, we jump back over the other side. Oh, we've got another one coming at me. Shifting over. So there is this real strategy of looking where you are versus what you need to do. That was actually a good example of not getting hit. Oh, there we go. Getting a little bit of rhythm and cadence. Sometimes a lot of these twin stick shooters have that kind of rhythm and cadence you have to get into. So I'm happy with that. There we go. Getting some dialogue here. Cool.
We're done here.
All right, we're going to jump onto our next level. Got a rank C on that, so there are rankings associated with it as well. Obviously, some replay value there. Some unlockables associated with weapons and additional functionality of your vehicle, so that's great. You're seeing some storyline here, so I'll let that dialogue lead. Alright, we're jumping into our second level here. Alright, here we go. So one of the things that I want to call to the attention is I think it's very easy to say, well, hold on. Obviously, there's some really easy sides where there's not as much levels or enemies. Why would you not just stay on that one side and not worry about kind of jumping back and forth? Obviously, the game wants you to jump back and forth because of the obstacles and the rewards they put in their way. But could you not just stay on the left-hand side and not bother about jumping? Now, if you notice the top of the screen, there is a green and red bar on each side. Green is kind of like how long... Oh, and I died. Bad jump. How long you can kind of be on that side using your weapon. So as you see, I'm shooting here. The green bar is decreasing, so it's kind of like a time limit of how long you can be on one side before you have to jump. And obviously on the right hand side, you'll notice there is no decrease, but the moment I jump over there, which should be in a second here, there we go, I've jumped over, and now we can actually see some shooting on that side, and the bar has gone down a little bit, while the left hand side, goes right back up. So you actually have to be strategic and be kind of managing your energy or your level, I guess I would say. Now, as we're destroying our enemies, that green kind of crystal helps to replenish that, so there's kind of an incentivization to continue that way. And so you could stay on one side, but you need to just be cautious of making sure that you get everything. Hitting another checkpoint, as I mentioned that before, so this is great. So definitely feeling like I have to be very aware of what's going on both sides of the screen. This could be a little bit tricky. Let's see how we go here. Okay, checkpoints are good. Checkpoints are very good things, apparently. All right, so here we go. Oh, there we go. Got through that. Okay. Some tucked away kind of prizes. There we go. Got him. Perfect. Okay, stay on the right-hand side. Good burst, kind of dual shot or dual shooting kind of burst right now. So I like that. Okay. I'm gonna get low enough to jump to the left-hand side soon. There we go, on the left-hand side. Gonna jump myself right into a lot of villains, so I'm gonna have to shoot my way out of this one. All right, here we go, because I like to shoot myself out of this. Perfect, another checkpoint. All right. Again, the checkpoints are pretty regular throughout the level, which I think is great. Obviously, I need them. Now, one of the really cool things about this, now this is a great single-player experience, but it is also actually two-player simultaneous play. So you'd have one person play as the ship on the left-hand side. You'd have a person kind of on the right-hand side, and so when you jump to the right-hand side or the other side of the screen, the other person takes over in that, and you kind of jump back and forth. And that's a really cool experience. It kind of forces you to kind of really be paying attention, understanding when you're jumping back and forth, communicating. Okay, we're going to a boss fight right now. We have the Starfire. Here we go. So we've kind of got the spinning gunfire effect here. So obviously when you jump back and forth, because the direction is spinning on the opposite side different ways. So we're being very cautious of that. They pop out. Same thing, so we're just jumping back and forth. And we'll jump again to avoid getting destroyed. Here we go, we're doing all right so far. And there we go, got tons of crystals, and we're off to our next side, so it's great. So I thoroughly enjoy this game, and I was so excited to play it at EGX, and I think this is such a cool concept that 2 Awesome Studios is doing, because I don't think there's any game really on the Nintendo Switch like this that has that kind of, is using the real estate, I guess, the screen size of the Nintendo Switch to make use of this kind of dueling experience. I find at times I was, very very much challenged of like left brain, right brain of what's going on, but it just takes a couple plays throughs and you begin to find your rhythm. This is a fantastic game. I would highly recommend it. 2 Awesome Studios did an amazing job with this, in my opinion. I think the story is compelling. I think the gameplay is fun. I love the fact that it has that 2-player option. Now this is actually hitting the Nintendo eShop on December 7th. And you know what? This is for like $12.99 on the US eShop. So that is a really reasonable price for this game. I think, again, I don't think there's any other games out there that are kind of doing this, understanding the real estate or understanding the screen of the device and forcing you to think a little bit differently in the same capacity. And I think it's a very cool experience. Good on them for doing it. So I would highly recommend you guys pick up Dimension Drive. Again, this is from 2 Awesome Studios. Big thanks to them, obviously, for providing us early access to this as well. I've been so hyped about getting my hands back on this one since leaving EGX. This was in my top 5 games that I played at EGX that I was excited about, and so yeah, this is so awesome. I'm very happy about it. So I cannot highly recommend this one enough. Again, just a really cool experience, very cool experience, and I think it's great to support developers like this. And the cost is like $13 US. Like, come on, guys, you can be. That's nothing. And on the amount of games that are available to us on the Switch, I think this stands out above a whole bunch of other ones as a great game to pick up as well. Alright, so here we go. This is going to be the last level I'm going to show you because I don't want to ruin too much of the game for you. So we're just going to finish off this one. Alright, here we go. Oh, gotta get that one. And died. Okay, cool. Alright. So obviously there's some skill, and I don't have skill sometimes. You know, that's truth. Truth hurts. We'll grab our shield again. Shoot up on this side. There we go. Controls are nice too. Like it's easy. It's very intuitive. I never feel like I'm flipping and flopping between button combinations trying to figure it out. It feels very easy. Great design that way. Love the kind of the music to it as well. I think it's very cool. And just the way the game is, it pulls you back and has throwbacks to that old like R-type mission failed. Huh? See what happens when you die? You can die fully all the way through. So I'll retry that one. But it has that feeling of like R-type, and you can tell that they definitely played a ton of those shooter games growing up as well. And it's great, really fantastic. All right, let's grab this block this time. There we go. Grab the block. Get out. Jump. There we go. No, yeah, there we go. Okay, I'm okay. Okay. Well, guys, you know what? Here's the deal. I'm going to shut up, and I'm going to just play now. But guys, thanks so much for tuning in and listening to this. And again, check it out. Dimension Drive, hitting the eShop December 7th, $12.99. Fantastic pickup. You need to do it. Thanks to Two Awesome Studios for providing us early access to this game. We greatly appreciate it. All right, guys? Thanks very much. Enjoy the rest of it. Bye-bye.
We're done here.